Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is your boy Jeremiah King. Welcome back to another episode of Code. Bruh. Man, bruh. This is going to be crazy of an episode because a lot of women have been asking me, why is it that men pull away or go distant or just ghost them after either a few texts or they just started talking or maybe y'all just had sex. Maybe you're in a relationship and it's been going well, but you just don't understand. Recently, this guy's been a little distant. Why is he pulling away? What's going on? What did I do? These are common questions that y'all got on your head because you just don't understand a man's mindset. So, here in this podcast, we talk about the ins and outs about what it takes to be a man and what we go through, the perspective from a man. So I'm going to tell you straight up why men pull away or why they ghost you and why they go distant. Let's dive in. Number one is they need space. It's a huge one. Is that they need space. We need space. I need my privacy. Oftentimes, men pull away because they need time alone to recharge or just process their own thoughts. It's not always about the relationship, ladies, but it's more about regaining their sense of self. Have you ever been in this predicament where you're fighting and you're having an argument and you just need time alone to process what just happened? Of course you did. Of course you have. This is what men do. We pull away. We just go ghost. We just need space and time to reflect and regain our sense of self. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just sometimes we just need to process our thoughts with nobody around because we're logical creatures. And we always thinking about how to make things better or how to improve or try to understand what just happened. Just like I think it's a humanistic trait, but ladies do the same thing. But for men, more so because we are logical and ladies are more emotional when it comes to thoughts and feelings. Y'all ladies have it down pat, but when it comes to the logic piece, men, they don't. So we have to go separate and we have to go recharge, just process our thoughts. So we need space. A second reason is that they might feel overwhelmed. Why they pull away or go distant might be because they are feeling overwhelmed with whatever happened, whether it's in their life or in their relationship or even with you. If a man feels overwhelmed by emotions and responsibilities or just pressures, he might just distance himself to cope and just avoid that confrontation. That's just what it is. It ain't nothing more to it but to do it. Really, it's just there's so much going on. You can't focus on so many things at once. When he got so many things happening in his life, in his day that just happened, plus the shit that he's dealing with and things that he has to deal with in the near future, that's a lot. That's a lot to bear on anyone's back, let alone the responsibilities or that pressure to maintain that relationship with you or with ladies, with one woman, hopefully. He has to cope and avoid that confrontation. The way to do that is to pull away or go distant, to ghost you. That could be a possibility. He might just need space and he's feeling overwhelmed. A third reason why men pull away or go distant is that they fear vulnerability. It's very possible that he has opened up and men they don't like to open up. We hide our feelings and emotions. We don't like to be vulnerable. It's like open chess. You ever played that game, open chess? I think ladies don't play that game because y'all got titties. But it's a man thing. Man, you understand what I'm talking about. You probably did this when you were young. Open chest. Open chest, if you're young, then I'm dating myself. But open chess is a game that was a stupid creation by some macho man that ain't got no brains. And all it is two guys sitting close to each other or whatever. One lets his guard down, opens his chest. He finds an opening, whether he's just sitting just minding his business. You know what I mean? Not paying attention. And this motherfucker punches him right in the chest. Pow. Like what? It's a stupid game, but it was funny because we know why it's funny. It's because you just let your guard down, right? You expose yourself. You felt vulnerable. So this is societal conditioning. This is a form of coercion, and it's not a good thing when you really think about it, because it does play out as to why we don't open up. So when things start to get serious for most men, not all men, but some men, they may retreat out of fear of becoming too vulnerable or emotionally exposed. And so that's probably why he pulled away and got distant, is that he had opened himself. Maybe told you a story, or maybe he told you something and he opened himself, or he's been falling for you and he pulls away. That is always a mystery. That is a conversation for another day, but the fear of vulnerability is serious. It's real. And so that's probably what happened and why he ghosted your ass. He was vulnerable. Another reason, the fourth reason why men pull away or go distant is unresolved personal issues. Bruh, this, we all got problems. We all got issues. And a lot of them are unresolved. Kind of like the first 48. All those unresolved cases, all those people that got murked back in the days from the mafia and the mob and gangsters out there that just kill motherfuckers for no reason, just unresolved. Same thing with issues, mental health challenges, all unresolved. We have no idea how to resolve them. We don't know how to get happy, stay away from depression, stay away from stress. All these issues, unresolved. So men may go distant if they are dealing with personal problems, whether it's stress at work or financial issues, mental health challenges, like I mentioned. They might prefer to handle them alone. Maybe they didn't trust you. Maybe somewhere along the line, he understood you to be a fake, not authentic, not genuine. Maybe judgmental, critical, observant, analytical to his weaknesses. And you caught him slipping and he pulled away. He went distant. He went ghost. And these are things that you need to be aware of so that way you can avoid them in the future, because it happens so often. In my counseling sessions, I understand that women just missed this little cue that this man has been dealing with so much in his life and wondered why he cheated, wondered why he divorced her, or self sabotaged the entire relationship. This is a problem. It happens every day to many women. Great, beautiful woman. So if he pulled away, ghosted you, or went distant, this is probably what happened, is that he was dealing with problems that he just couldn't face with you. He couldn't bear to see you in that state, in his state of mind, and he preferred to handle them alone, unresolved personal issues. A fifth reason why men pull away is uncertainty about their relationship. If a man is unsure about the future of the relationship or just has doubts, he's most likely going to pull away just to reflect and gain clarity, right? Just to understand, like, what's going on? Is this something that I want? Is this, what's going on with my feelings? Am I even feeling her? What I was feeling her. I mean, yeah, we had sex. Her pussy's great, but is that all she is? Can she have more? Can she provide more? Is she doing enough? Am I doing enough? Do I even want to be in this relationship? Do I even want a relationship? Am I confused? Do I want to be single? I don't know, man. Let me not talk to her and let me just figure this out on my own. She'll be all right. I'm all set and pull away. That's the process of what most men go through, especially when they're uncertain about their relationship. And so men pull away for the dumbest things. It's signs of weaknesses, but we can't cope or understand. So we need a minute to go reflect and to go get clarity and maybe just keep searching. So you have to avoid this pitfall that most women seem to fall into is not making it clear expectations and standards being met and needs being met from men. Obviously, y'all women need standards and needs met as well. But this ain't about you. This is about men. And this is what happens in every relationship. So you need to be clear on this one. Uncertainty about the relationship makes men pull away and go ghost. Number 7 is lost interest. Loss of interest is so common in today's day and age because there's so many great things out there. There's so many sexy women out there, so many sexy men, and so many people doing so much to get success and just to be free and so many things involved. But in relationships, unfortunately, a loss of romantic interest or attraction can cause a man to just pull away. And it's often a sign that he's reevaluating their relationship. He's probably rethinking, did he make a good choice? Did he choose the right woman? Or did he allow the right woman to fall in love with him? That's a great question. This is something you need to ask yourself. Are you perhaps the right woman for him? If so, if you believe that, then why did he lose interest? Why did he pull away? What did you do? What did you do? Did you not do? What did you do? What did you not do? What did you not do? He pulled away most likely because he lost interest in the relationship. He lost interest in you. Maybe he got what he wanted. These are so many good questions to ask yourself to get the answers for. Most men pull away and lose interest fast. It's just microwave society. Things are fast. So you got to keep up. Number 8, I think I'm on. I think I've done this right. I'm obviously reviewing my notes because this is all scientific and research based, and I can't miss a step. Anyways, fear of commitment is a huge one. This is massive. The fear of commitment. So many men that just don't want to commit. They're not about that commitment life, bruh. It's not easy to find a man and hold him down, let alone maintain him for however long you hope to have that relationship. But most men pull away because of this. As the relationship progresses, a man just is afraid of that commitment and he might just go ghost, just distance himself, just as a way to avoid deeper attachment and that long term decisions. That long term is scary, bro. It's scary. It's a scary place to be, especially when you don't know what is going to happen in the future. We 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 all don't. Nobody does. But for men, we need certainty. We need stability. We need certainty. We need confidence. So fear of commitment is a massive one as to why relationships fail and why he goes ghost. And it's that fear of commitment. These are things you need to check. He probably was not committed like you thought. Communication breakdown is the next one. What does that mean? Communication breakdown. What does that mean? I have no idea what that truly means. But as I started to reflect, as I did my research a few weeks ago before I did this podcast, is that especially in my counseling sessions, when I'm counseling a couple, a man and a woman, and they're communicating, I'm looking at it and I'm just thinking in my head, like, this man's communication sucks. His communication sucks. It broke down like a old ass car on the side of the highway. Just broke down. Communication. If communication isn't strong, men most likely just withdraw themselves to avoid conflict or to avoid feeling stupid, right? Because they feel misunderstood or they feel unappreciated in that relationship. So if you have been struggling in your relationship and you've been pissing this dude off more than you've been making him happy, there is a likelihood and a strong chance that he is pulling away, about to pull away, or the reason why he pulled away is that communication wasn't strong. The next step is desiring that independence. A lot of men value their independence. And so they might pull away if they feel that the relationship is becoming too dependent or just consuming too much of their time and energy. Their energy and time. If a man is smart, time is his most important and most valuable commodity. It's not money, it's time. And so, if they feel that the relationship is just becoming too dependent and he's just consuming so much energy, so much time, so much effort is just flying out the window, and he can feel it, he can sense it, and he can start seeing it, especially dreaming it in his dreams, having those nightmares that he's just desiring his independence back and wants to be single again, then most likely that's why he pulled away. Or he will pull away. He will go distant because he's desiring independence. Last but not least, I saved the best for last. Even though all these points are so crucial, so important, and really the only things why men pull away. There's nothing else that you need. And this last one is the cherry on top. It's testing boundaries. Boundaries is a big one, especially when two people come together. You immediately break your boundary. One person's bubble collides with another person's bubble. So sometimes men pull away to test their relationships' boundaries or just gauge their partner's reactions, whether consciously or unconsciously, just to see how invested their partner is. And if this isn't going well, if there are problems, and if boundaries is an issue, and there's so many things that you guys are arguing about, or he's doing, or he's not doing, and she's doing, and she's not doing, and just complaining and just blaming him for everything, and just crossing so many lines. She's just testing him and, me seeing how far she can go. This motherfucker, he's going to make sure that he's out of that relationship immediately, effective immediately, not even putting in 2 weeks notice, immediately. 2 minute notice. He's most likely pulling away. He's going to pull away, or he went ghost on you. Is that he understood that the boundaries were pushed and crossed and lines were drew and passed. And once you pass that line of no return, the point of no return, that's it. It's over. So it's important to understand your man and know everything about your man, at least majority of the things that he's willing to share. then you can avoid these pitfalls. And men, if you've been listening to this, I hope you have, because this is important for us to know and understand why we pull away. Is that if you know all these things to be true, you can understand what you need to do to prevent these things from happening. Because women don't want to get ghosted. No problem. Nobody does. No one wants to lose anybody. And it happens every day. So if you enjoyed this podcast, I need you to like, subscribe, and share this amazing podcast about why men pull away and go distant. Because men need to know, women need to know. You need to help y'all ladies out to help them avoid divorce and separation and breakings of relationships. So let's make this go viral. Share it to as many people as you want and as you need to help yourself, and maybe reflect on this later to remind yourself the most important things that are making men pull away from you. If you remembered, if you didn't, let me re-illustrate. Men need space. They either feel overwhelmed, fear of vulnerability, unresolved personal issues, uncertain about the relationship, loss of interest, fear of commitment, communication breakdown, desire for their independence again, and you tested his boundaries way too much. These are the reasons why men pull away and go distant. And that's really it. There's nothing else. Don't go researching anything else because it's going to confuse you. Because men do dumb shit. But these summarize the reasons why men pull away for any reason. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Again, this is your boy Jeremiah King on Code Bruh.